Really, guys, look what we've got here. Belgian beer by DuPont. Moinette, I guess. Moinette Brune. Brown. 8.5%. You're kidding. I've got to use my beer opener. That's a beauty. Good Chrissy present. Use it every time I've got a bottle with the old-fashioned lid. A lot of Aussie beers, well, mainstream, I've got a twist tops. Don't need an opener anymore. Oh well, there it is. Look at the head on that, guys. Lovely. Now that's a pretty kick-ass brown in my book. 8.5%. Don't know if I can remember having one so strong. Just a brown. That's usually 6.5. Like the left, which I love, and I had a few with Steve yesterday. Cheers, guys. Wow, that's delicious. That's sublime. You're getting all these flavours. I'm getting a bit of cherry right at the end. After everything else, it's cherry. Once you open your mouth, I guess, get some oxygen back in there. But wow, that's a delicious brown. Look out for this one, guys. This is deluxe. I think it's only about $9. Wow, that's so good. Sorry, Lef. Looks like your Brune's been left behind. Left behind. Aussie left without the T. Oh, you're kidding. Moinette? What are we talking? French or Dutch? In Belgium. Both. And Flemish. I remember going to Liège and my Dutch mate went to the travel agent and they didn't want to speak Dutch to him. They wanted to speak French. We went to The Hague, is it? What we call it anyway. In Belgium, and they speak Dutch, most of the people there. It was a bit weird like that. It looked like Amsterdam, like a mini Amsterdam. Fantastic. Oh, Bruges. 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 Yeah, that's a great town. Get there if you go to Europe. That's one of the best. The amount of different beers you can buy in town, little bottle shops, walk around, you can do a boat trip. You can see, you can eat the chips, mayonnaise. How good are they there? They've got them really nice as well. Curry sauce. Ooh. Wouldn't mind going back to Bruges. And yeah, a few places in Europe I would still like to go. I haven't been there yet. Czech Republic, mainly probably because of their beer. Seen a few YouTube videos. Some of the food looks pretty good and reasonable. Looks like you got to go to the markets around the world to get the sort of reasonable price food. Yeah, a bit like that, isn't it? When you're traveling, you're trying to save a little bit here and then you're blowing a bit there. And making sure you're not roughing it too much. Yeah, you soon get sick of roughing it and you'll be heading home. You have the shits. You gotta have a bit of luxury when you travel occasionally. Break things up. Have a decent dinner out. Yeah, you can eat street food most of the time, but you know, you gotta go out one night. Have a pizza or something. Go and have a Chateaubriand or, you know, whatever. Just go and have something different to street food. Break it up. I remember having a souvlaki, doner kebab, whatever you call it around the world. There's all those different names. What do they call it in England? Something else. They have those shawarmas and, what else they call them? They're all different names everywhere, but souvlaki's over here basically. The Greek name. It's very popular all over Melbourne, and bought one the other day, a mixed one, chicken and lamb. Oh, it's delicious. Chili and garlic sauce, fresh tomatoes, plenty of good, fresh, yummy, sweet tomato, and plenty of lettuce and onion. Not too much onion, I don't like too much onion. But it was so good. Wow. So one of those now in Melbourne will cost you about $14 at a fish and chip shop. Maybe 15, 16 around the place. We're in a reasonable area. Some areas may be cheaper and some areas probably a bit more expensive. Toorak, South Yarra, paying through your nose because they're paying for the rent through their nose. So sometimes it's sort of like in a cheaper shop rent area. That's why a lot of them do it in service stations. They're not actually renting anything. It's a good idea. They're renting a spot. And it's quite reasonable. I know a few people have started their food caravan businesses at a service station in a good spot. Yeah, why not? I love it. I love having food available everywhere, reasonable and really good, high quality international food. Like some of the pizzas, Turkish pizza, you get the sujuk pizza, that's beautiful as well with the chili, dry chili and lemon juice. Oh, you get them in Springvale, they're only about $5.50 now. They used to be $3.50. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? So those sort of places around, they're still around. They're not as cheap as before, but they're still reasonable compared to other places. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. 8.5%. This is a lovely beer. It's got me. I think I had 3 quick ones before that, just bitters. Local bitter, 4.8% or something like that, 4.9, 4.8. And then on to 8.5. Thanks for coming. Funny old day today. Anyway, had a bit of rain in the morning, which was grouse. And I felt the veggie garden afterwards. It was dry as a nun's tit. Wow, that's not the saying. What's the saying? A witch's tit. That's ridiculous. Nun's nasty. You're kidding. Don't go there. We're not doing jokes. We're doing Moinette. I remember my Dutch friend's mum's name was Nettie, and it was spelt like that. So I reckon maybe in Dutch that's Nettie. Nettie. So it could be Moinette or it could be Moinetti. I don't know. I'm probably wrong both times. Alright, I'll leave you with that. I'm starting to ramble again. Having a good time for a change. Friday night. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Fuck it. Had enough. Been doing gardening pretty much every day. Did the whippersnipper again. I don't know. Just worth showing you guys. Just cleaned up that flat bit there up to the bananas there. It was all weeds, blackberries, everything all the way across over here. And I did the whole area. Didn't take long, 1.5 hours, I guess. We're getting there, guys. A little bit longer, we'll get it looking fantastic. Cheers.